Hello everyone, welcome to the KonnectzIT platform. So in this particular video, we'll be working with two applications. The first one is going to be Google Sheet. The second one here we have is Hubspot. So what exactly we are going to do in this Connect is the entries that we have over here onto Google Sheet, we are going to add them as contact in our Hubspot over here. So how exactly we are going to integrate these two applications using KonnectzIT, we'll see a step-by-step tutorial for that. So the first thing that we have to do is we are going to start with the authorization of applications first. So before I start authorization of Google Sheet, there is script.google.com, and herein we need to go to the settings. And the thing that we have to remember here is we need to enable the Google App Script API here. So until we enable this, the Google Sheet trigger will not work. So once we have enabled this, we can go and authorize the Google Sheet over here. So here we are just going to click on add an account. So Google Sheet basically needs one OAuth-based configuration. The moment I give permissions, the authorization of Google Sheet will be finished here. So the first thing I have to do is choose a respective account. Then I have to give the necessary permission, and that's it. The authorization of Google Sheet is finished now. Similarly, on the same basis, we are going to authorize HubSpot here. So HubSpot also basically needs an OAuth-based configuration, exactly the similar one which we have done for Google Sheet just now. Here also, this is the account that I need to choose. And that's it. We have the authorization of HubSpot also here done. Now I'm just going to click here on Create Connect, which will take me to the Visual Flow Builder. So this is where we are going to name the connect. So the trigger is going to be Google Sheets, and the action here we have is HubSpot. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to drag and drop the Google Sheet, which is our trigger in this particular connect. So I have to choose the respective account which I've just authorized. Then I'm going to choose the trigger as new row in the sheet. So respective spreadsheet and then the sheet. So now I'm just going to click here on test and review, and these are the parameters that I have exactly from the Google Sheet that I have over here. So now I'm just going to choose the required ones that I need. Click here on proceed. So as you can see, it's processing. Before that, one thing we have to remember here is we need to enable the pop-ups and redirects here, because we will have a pop-up in this process here. So yes, this is the one I was talking about. We need to configure the account. And here we need to just add a new trigger. So there are different parameters here. We just need to change this particular one, which is called select event type. From and on open, I need to keep it as on change. And here, whenever there's a change in the trigger, it should notify me immediately. So now I'm just going to click here on save. So this is the new webhook which has been created. I need to configure that with the account and continue with the webhook that I have here. So yes, that's it. Once we are done with all these steps, the trigger will be created here. As you can see, it has been created. Now we are done mapping with the Google Sheet trigger. Now we have to drag and drop the action, which is HubSpot. So now I have to choose the respective account here. So I will basically choose this one. And here I'm going to choose the action as create a contact. So now I just have to map the fields, the email, then I've got the first name, the last name, and finally I have the phone number over here. So now I'm just going to click here on test and review. So yes, as you can see, the data has been successfully sent to the HubSpot CRM here. Now it's a perfect time to click here on publish. So yes, this is the particular connect that we have created between Google Sheets and HubSpot CRM, and we have successfully published it as well. Now we will just go to the HubSpot and check it. So yes, as you can see, there's a contact which has been created. Exact same contact that we had over here onto the Google Sheet has been created over here. So now we are going to test this particular connect once more, which we have over here by entering new information onto the Google Sheet itself. So I will basically add this one over here. So now we will wait for it to replicate at HubSpot here. So I will just reload it once. So yes, as you can see, we have got the name, the email ID, the phone number, and the other details. So that's how we have the Google Sheet and the HubSpot working here. From the Google Sheet, the entries have been added as a contact onto HubSpot. So I hope you like this tutorial. Thank you so much.